So I actually have an early review for you guys. I saw a sneak peek of this movie last week, and I don't believe it comes out until April 1st. So this movie is called Source Code. It's classified as an action thriller sci-fi, and it stars Jake Gyllenhaal as a pilot who is recruited sort of without him knowing about it by the U.S. government to test out this new technology that will give you access to someone's life in the last 8 minutes before they die. And they're using this technology as sort of a counterattack to possible threats and, you know, sort of acts of violence against, you know, against the world. And so in this particular situation, he is going to be revisiting the last 8 minutes of a passenger's life that was on a train. And basically, the train just blows up. And his job is to find out where the bomb is and who put it there. And hopefully, if he finds out who it was, they can go out and catch the guy and stop him from doing it again. So this movie I really had high hopes for. The trailer looked great. I actually like the premise. It's an actual cool idea for a movie, but the execution was just horrible. I honestly wasn't completely bored out of my mind, but this movie had so many things that they could have done better. For one, they didn't really have a great story. I mean, it was really predictable on how this movie was going to get played out, and who the person was who, you know, was, you know, involved in the attack. And like I said, the technology and the story of it was actually pretty unique and interesting, but it just didn't flow right. They decided to give Jake Gyllenhaal's character love interest on the train, so besides him actually trying to save the world, he has time to fall in love and, you know, fall for this girl that was sitting, you know, right next to him on the train and what have you. So, I mean, to me, I think that a love interest is only good for when it counts. And in a situation like this, I don't have time to hook up with some chick. So, you know, I just think that wasn't really played very well. And it had sort of a little cheesy ending to it. It tried to open the door to maybe a sequel, but to me it just didn't work. So I'm giving this movie 2 out of 5 points. And the 2 points that it gets is for its okay acting and for its sort of genre. It did serve as an action movie. There was some action in it. There was a little thriller in it, but it came off a little comedic than actually intense. And so yeah, it gets points for that, and it gets points for the acting, but it definitely loses points on writing. The script was horrible. I didn't really like most of the lines that were in it. There was a little funny parts into it, but again, I just thought the writing could have been better. I honestly would wait for DVD to watch this movie, download it on Netflix when it gets here, and, you know, in a couple of months, and then, you know, just see it then. But it's definitely not worth paying for. There are better movies that I'm sure that will come out that will be way better than this. And as far as replay value, as much as I like Jake, there's really no reason for me to see this movie again. So sorry, Jake, I thought you had a good one, but this one just did not deliver the way that it should have. When you guys see it, you tell me what you think.